emotions. On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta back up, cause it's on this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone.
Kevontae Turpin on the return. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
Now a man who's taken the reins with the Cowboys, it's Tony Pollard. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and now it's third down. You talk about this Jets defense. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Cowboys had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Now he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
They'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Prescott. That is caught, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a first and goal.
They'll run with Pollard, and nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Throwing, Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, his 4th touchdown the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. Aubrey good with the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Down the left sideline. Inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 63 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Now the second-year man back from injury. It's Breece Hall. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now Rodgers going to shift him around. To throw is Rodgers. To throw on 2nd down. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Marquise Bell came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him. Rodgers to throw for him on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. First down, Prescott. He's got him in, complete. A big play here for Dallas. And even 70 yards. Well, my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense. Prescott. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jake Ferguson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard, and it's knocked away and incomplete. You look at this Cowboy defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, but not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. And some nice young faces playing for him. Let's see if they can get this done.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big man rumble. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. 75 yards. And the Jets have got it back to within a score. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Cowboys 14, Jets 7. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for the Jets.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw. Prescott. He finds his man. Complete. That's Ferguson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there. A first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second and 7. Here's Pollard again. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Prescott now from the 50. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! CD Lamb, 50 yards. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Being chased out left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for
way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right, right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your...
Touchdown, Cowboys! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys take a 3-touchdown lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Pollard will take it up the gut. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd down, Pollard again. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On play action, Prescott. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack.
Traditionally, as a defense, your #1 job, stop the run. But in today's football, It's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So on 4th down, Prescott off, and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And this one is right through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Rodgers now on first down. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The offense on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Box it, box it, box it, box it.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. Pollard gets it off the option. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there. How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
And there's Cooks in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Ferguson. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. And he's got his big tight end here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Got that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Throw right side complete to Carter. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers again now. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 16. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Back north.
Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Breece Hall from 17 yards out. And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit. Zerline good with a PAT. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Off the play fake, Prescott. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That goes for a gain of 31. Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Quinnen Williams, so hard to block, and he shows it that time, making the tackle for loss. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Prescott. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Play action now, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. It's a keeper with Prescott. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Drop for a loss there on a nice effort by Osa Odighizuwa. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Rodgers now to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line. A good pickup there at 20 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. And quickly they get to the line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is going to have a Jets first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far. And you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Now they go screen. It's complete. Now loose football. The ball comes out. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 20-yard line.
Here's Prescott. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. Still going. CeeDee Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Aubrey good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's touchdown Jets. Alan Lazard, 75 yards. And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
2nd down, Pollard again. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
To the 43, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
In motion left goes a tight end. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 4. On the draw, it's Pollard. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 94 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Running right, it's Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They're going option play on 3rd down. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Give him 5 on the QB run, but it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a fair catch taken here at the 5-yard line. Huh, interesting. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Hey, check 26.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League. But fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking.